computer lady telling us that we're being recorded again. So welcome back. A little time away, but here we go. The adventuring group, when last we left, had splintered apart to go do various things and is now coming back together. Back in the stronghold, if you will, of the Dragon Spa. Folks have gathered back together, and there's one small thing that each of you notice. Belgar is once again not there. However, all of the rest of you are. Just from one moment to the next, Azathan, you're like, wait, where am I? I'm still here. As if no time has passed. Everyone is in the same room, which was not where everyone left off. And as you're all there, you realize that there's a folded note sitting on the floor.
I'm going to pick it up.
I'm going to look over at Thea. Did you have something to do with this?
Not everything is my fault.
I am finding that harder and harder to believe by the day.
What's on the note while the old married couple goes at it?
In delightfully clear, flowing script, to my dearest compatriots and Thea, research is needed. I must away to Rockvale and then to further libraries to find the information that I require. I shall return. Warm regards, Belgar.
Huh.
And Thea, what?
Oh, sure, he goes off on vacation.
So you are all at in the main level where the mushroom spa is.
Mm-hmm.
You have all gathered back together. You have successfully returned to be together. Even though each of you are a bit unclear as to exactly how you got back to that particular spot. Some of it may be the dwarven whiskey that was downstairs, but some of it may be that things seem less stable than they should be.
This does not
Well,
bode
at least
well.
Belgar isn't in the void. Hi, Dundon. Hi, Azathan.
Well, at least it was
Elspeth.
convenient.
So now, the question becomes, where are you headed?
Okay, well, since Belgar's not here, I guess I'm the one who has to say this. We've been talking while you guys were gone.
Of course.
We have a plan.
Are we going down the river or not?
How do you feel about Lithia?
So the answer is no.
Got that, did you?
Okay. Why Lithia?
Because it's somewhere we can get answers to what is going on here.
Okay.
I have documents that I was looking over while you were gone.
Mm-hmm.
Between Belgar and I, we've determined the former the resting place of where the Spire Society once was should have information based on this.
Okay. I'm following. Quick question. Who are the Spire Society, and why are they relevant to what we're doing?
Spire Society is relevant to me. I've been looking for them. But the research notes I found here, attributed to them, are talking about this instability of planar travel, of magic.
That's the answer and information I was looking for. Okay.
Basically, they're kind of like an information society.
Perfect. Now, what do you say once stood? Are we going to look for... Tell me we're going to look for more ruins.
This is actually something that is relatively common knowledge. The Spire Society was actually headquartered in Lithia. And I say was because it was a magnificent, tall, beautiful building, and it was level. And the Spire Society is gone.
Gotcha. Okay.
There's a large scar on the ground where that tower used to be, and nobody goes there, and nobody gets in the area, and everyone sort of avoids it.
We should go see it.
So naturally, we're going to go there, and we're.
So
gonna
we
go
should go
poking
down
around.
the river, is what we're thinking.
No,
Well,
that's a war zone.
I always enjoy a nice boat
We
ride.
can uncover at this information society.
look, I don't care which way we go. My concern is the fact that our cleric, the prior voice of reason, evidently, and the one who is best set to keep us all alive, is no longer here. We
Just stay in one piece.
stay in one piece for a variety of reasons.
We have an advantage going toward Lithia.
What
And
advantage?
Yeah, there's currently declaration of war right here,
Mm-hmm.
which means forces are going to be pointing this way, not that way.
So something else will draw the attention of most of the
Yes,
things that
if
will
we,
get in
we
our way.
can cut across the Azinthian plains and we
Mhm.
can get to Lithia. We can't afford to go to Trokal cut through Trokal right now. We have to go through the Azinthian plains.
Sure, because Trokal is filled with people who really, really want you. Which
Yes.
I'm sure you've been. I'm going to look over at Thea as I say this. I'm sure you've been brought up to date on how interesting you are to certain people.
Yes.
Hey.
Dundon, you're out of the loop on this one.
Oh, please do tell.
Oh, there's a bounty on her, and there are a bunch of people looking for our princess friend here.
How much?
A lot.
A lot. But
That's
now
the
I
exact
was
same reaction
told...
Thea had, and it's
I
beautiful.
mean, it's always good to travel in good company. She's worth a lot, so that's good.
Yeah, that means if we're not turning in the bounty, no one else can either.
We're not going to sell out our friends and party
High-class
members.
criminals are good to travel with, that's all I'm saying.
I'm not a criminal.
Well,
Clearly, there's others who disagree.
No.
I mean, you are associated with Thea, so there's some guilt by association.
He's not a criminal.
well, I would strongly Do you remember where you took me?
Do you remember anything about taking a statue out of a temple?
Do you remember anything about the town where you took
There,
me?
it was empty.
Didn't you take things off of dead bodies? Yeah, I don't
They weren't
yeah.
using it.
Yeah, that's less thievery and more just useful use of resources.
Yeah,
Oh,
technicalities. Depends on what jurisdiction.
Listen, they're dead. They're not using it anymore. Granted, you take this with a pound of salt. I'm a druid and work with mushrooms and dead things, so
You're biased.
a little bit.
All right, so river or
No river.
Zinthian Plains?
No, we want to see the Red Lady and her consort.
Who the
I'm
fuck
sorry.
is the Red Lady?
Oh,
I'm-
right. Yeah, that's something else, Belgar.
Terribly sorry, what?
We want to go see the Red Lady and her consort.
Is
We
that a
have-
prostitute? What? Who? What?
If we're
Well, we
cutting
don't know
across
if
the
it is.
Azinthian plains, we're going to have to enter the territory of the Red Lady. I don't know much about the Red Lady.
Well, can you share what you do know?
There's
Uh,
a dragon knight and a
it's
battle
been a
warrior.
month. GM, could you help a little bit?
Sure. So, for reference, where you are is essentially the left side, if you will. If you're staring at the map, it's essentially the left side of the Azinthian plains. The Zintians are uh, it's remarkably similar to the American Midwest in lots of rolling plains, lots of large herds of animals, particularly steer type animals with long, low sweeping horns and um, horses. They are they are slowly becoming less nomadic, but for a long time there were a lot of nomadic types that would simply move around with the herds. Um, at the other side of the Azinthian plains is the border is somewhat disputed with the Red Lady's territory. There is there are a number of rumors about the Red Lady, um, but no one can confirm any of those sort of things. The Red Lady is either a person or a title, but it is unclear. But she rules a certain territory, essentially the eastern border of the Azinthian plains. And she rules with her consort, the Dragon Knight, who is an exceptionally feared warrior. They have a significantly more warlike structure to their how things run in their society. There are a number of known orcish clans that call that region home, including the Cracked Skull, the Black Claw, and the Way Far Inland tribe, which is just one of those that doesn't translate well. But that particular tribe is well known for their ferocity, and essentially they are badass warriors.
And we are walking
Through there.
Okay.
I mean,
Because-
you could go for a boat ride.
Because
Can't.
to the south and east corner, there's also another small area down there,
Oh, wait,
Vanity
you're talking
Ridge.
the river.
Bridge, yeah.
There is the free city of Lithia on the eastern coast. They have a powerful navy, and they are a continual thorn in the side of Trokal, who has a world dominating navy, basically.
Well, all right then.
Lithian society is known to be advanced in many ways. It is a hub for the use of magic and magical schools. It is an extremely well-known thing that wizards still go there. There's a lot of magic going on. There's also a lot of partying going on. That is one of the other things. They have an entire district known as the Party District.
Shit. Lithia sounds great.
Magical Amsterdam, okay.
Well, I see additional reasons to go to Lithia then. All right.
I'm down. Let's do it.
So,
Everybody grab a bottle of dwarven wine so we have something to bribe people with.
Indeed.
for
2
reference,
bottles.
what we're talking about is in rough scale. You're standing in Denver and you're trying to get to Baltimore.
It's a
Basically,
bit of a trip.
it is. and hoofing it on your own could be dangerous.
So what? Are we gonna look for? Are we suggesting we look for someone to take us there?
I
Can't
mean,
go by ship.
weren't
Cannot go
there
by ship.
weren't there like people camped out outside the town?
We could
Caravan folk.
We could probably hire a. We could probably hire a wagon.
You might think one of them would be possibly heading in that general direction.
Or they might be persuaded to go that direction with enough
A
coin.
lot of them were heading south around. What was it?
South is Trokal. You wanted to take the northern road.
Yeah, that's the problem. Is with the gate closed and declaration of war, the merchants were heading south to go around.
Well, then we might
Or
be
to
able to
find
persuade
other
them to go
markets.
north.
There is a northern route to get away.
Yeah.
There are two main routes.
Well, then perhaps we will just find something. We'll find a way there that we don't have to walk.
How far is the Azinthian Plain? Well, the Red Lady's territory from the Dragon Spa.
Oh, it's like on the other side.
Opposite side of the country.
Okay. I'm just making sure I'm looking at this map the right way.
Yeah.
It's the handwritten Azinth Trokal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're
Sorry.
starting off at the gate. I got
Yeah.
you. I gotcha. Okay.
Sorry.
No.
Haven't gotten through the advanced map making technique to finish the world.
Oh, that's fine.
It's all hand sketches.
You're good.
Wait,
It's
is
more
there an
realistic.
owl there?
Not yet.
Not yet. Because reasons.
Oh, yeah.
I am.
All right.
I really need a
Does-
fucking herbal pouch just so I can keep
You-
everything organized.
Do you transform into things, don't you, Azathan?
I do. Some things. For a
So
little
why
while.
don't you just transport into something that could fly us over there?
I
Yeah,
do-
over there.
Well, a few reasons. One, I cannot become anything that large, and not for long enough. I have about an hour that I could maintain a different shape.
What if you tried harder?
Magic doesn't work quite like that.
Unfortunately, as much as I would love to, it would be a very convenient solution to our
And this
problem.
is why I have an axe.
This is true, and this is
At least I
why.
can rely on my axe for more than an hour.
Yes, and we are very grateful for your ability to depend on your axe for more than an hour.
Okay.
Which, relatedly, if you lose a limb or die, are you opposed to me using your body for mushroom puppets?
Oh,
Yes.
say no, say no, say no.
I am very opposed to it.
I mean,
Reasonable. It won't be your soul.
Elspeth, what does it matter? We were good enough not to give a bounty on your head. Why can't we do that with your body if you're dead?
Perfectly valid reasons. It's okay. It's just a matter of making sure everyone's on board, because if you die, I promise, no souls will be utilized. Just your body.
Don't
I'm
touch it like that.
expecting you're going to raise me.
Well, not you. There's an important difference in there.
What does that mean?
Okay, can we have this conversation on the road?
Yes, absolutely. We can have this conversation on the road. It's just things have gotten into a rather dire situation, and I'd rather save or have our uncomfortable conversations now rather than while you're in the process of dying. If I can't save you, asking last minute. I feel that's a courtesy thing.
Well, you have my answer.
It's fine. You wouldn't be much, anyways.
Is the bounty on Elsbeth for dead or alive?
No.
No, it's alive. It's very much alive. They
I'm
need
just,
me.
I'm just checking because that could play into the whole mushroom zombie thing.
If you turned me into a zombie, you would die horribly.
Yes, no.
Zombie muffins? What
They
did you-
were very insistent on bringing her back alive based on what was in the book. But DM, I imagine we're
Finalized.
having this conversation as we are making our way down towards where all the wagons were parked out so we can find transport north.
Yes. Yes. So as you leave
What
your
is up? Until we can get a wig.
the hood is up. Excellent. Um, until yeah, sorry. You uh head out from your newfound base of operations, if you will, headed back towards the fortified walls of Nulzar's Gate. And you can see, as you come down out of the hills, troops have become, it has become much more organized than the previous few days when you were out there. You do see a number of uh, caravans, larger caravans, already headed to the south, headed back towards Rockvale. Um, the basically the fields to the west, or to the east rather, to the east of the walled city, is camp for probably you're going to guess 500 soldiers and all of the accompanying baggage and train that goes with that. So they've become significantly more organized. The troop movements are very clear. There's pattern to their watches. They're folks strolling around perimeters, and everybody give me a perception roll.
Unnatural 20.
Okay.
16.
24.
9.
Oh, wait. I didn't add my.
Elsbeth sees nothing. Her head is down.
18.
The rest of you notice that the area to the south of the wall, commonly referred to as the yard, is bustling. It is quite busy out there. Trade has picked up in that particular area considerably. Above and beyond that, you can see there's a bunch of activity going on inside the walls, including at the main keep itself, and something that you had not seen or had not recognized or had not previously noticed. They actually have a large flat area at the top of the keep, and you see a flying messenger take off, riding a very large winged creature.
You see one of those before?
Um,
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
We-
think we've.
So-
can we get a ride on one of those?
Ha! Good luck.
do you point them out to Elsbeth?
We do. Or at least I do.
Can we steal one?
No, not if we want to
So
live.
We have a rogue.
Elsbeth would know that those particularly large winged creatures are part horse, part eagle,
Griffins.
essentially a hippogriff,
Griffins.
and they are generally used by an elite military force called the Lightning Riders.
Are you saying I'm not elite?
Not according to them.
Huh.
They would probably feed you to their mount.
Yeah.
Without much thought.
But the Lightning Riders essentially act as a flying pony express.
Very, very fast messengers.
Yes. But also very specialized.
if lightning riders are being used, it's important.
Yes.
So, we don't fuck with the lightning riders.
No.
As a thing, can you change it to a hippogriff?
No!
Could you try harder?
Dundon, you're on fire tonight. I love it.
I want you to know, if I had the DM fiat to do that sort of shit, I would. Unfortunately, I do not. Yet.
Try harder.
Well, what constitutes trying harder?
Up close and personal with one?
Well,
Do
technically
you need to
speaking,
study it?
the rules for shape changing and things like that are that I have to have at least seen the creature.
You see it flying? Are
I'd
you
also have
blind
to
now?
study it, and I've never
Okay.
been that close to one.
Can you turn into something that one of these creatures might find attractive so that you can spend some time with it and get a
I pointed
better
the,
understanding of its anatomy and how you would form yourself into one?
I point at Thea.
I
Bow wow.
I want you to know.
I mean,
Listen,
it's for the team.
the first thing I thought is I'm not about to turn myself into bait and potentially get eaten, and then the rest of that sentence came out, and
I
I'm
don't
like,
want you to be easy.
no,
Oh.
no, 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 and hold on, what other languages do I speak? No, but in all of those, all 6, 7 of them, no.
So you're
Right,
not
we need
confident.
transport.
So you're not really confident enough in your skill. Is what you're saying.
Got no game.
Got no game.
Not at all.
Okay. While you're practicing, we'll go find something else. Cool.
Wait a minute. When did
Shopping!
No more fucking shopping. We're gonna go find
I'm
a
the one-
goddamn
Peter,
wagon
you're the one
train.
who went shopping.
Yeah.
That guy would not even tolerate me.
Shopping.
Jeez, I can't possibly imagine why.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is money not good
Elsbeth,
enough?
Mom and Dad are at it again. Do you see any wagons nearby?
A valid statement.
Oh,
Looking around.
don't look around too hard. I don't want anyone to see you. Do we see any? Are we closer to the traders or the wagon trains, as it
I was
were?
going to say, if you want to move into the yard, into that area, and start looking around and start trying to make a contact with somebody, I would absolutely say, give me whoever wants to do the contact, give me a charisma check.
Let me check.
Either for gather information or for making connections, things like that.
Just as a quick out of game question,
Yeah.
who here has a charisma above 10?
I do.
I
I have
mean,
13.
Okay, all right, cool.
yeah,
Yeah, everyone but you.
Oh no, mine's
I
a
also
12.
have-
Mine's a
I
12.
have
Okay.
I have a 12 plus 1.
Nice.
So,
Okay.
charisma of a dwarf.
So, all right, we're not entirely socially inept. Great, I love it.
No, I'm socially skilled. I had to be.
You could fake
You
that.
can't do the talking.
I know. That's
I'll
the
do it.
problem.
So,
Feels like I'll do it.
He'll make a deal for you.
no, actually,
Oh.
Dundon, would you please take the lead on this one? I'm sure you'll
Right.
find someone.
What would you like me to roll for that?
Charisma check. Roll a 20-sider. Tell me what you get.
Oh,
Is that persuasion or just a straight charisma check?
I would like to help him.
We can make it persuasion if that's better.
Yeah.
And I would like to assist Dundon.
I have a 17.
Ooh, the dice are all going to the timeout chair tonight. Okay. As you are moving around through the different various crowds, you do come across one particular individual who says, "Oh yeah, I just joined up with a guy who says he's going north because the northern route's better and there'll be more money. I can take you there.
You can take me to the group.
Yep, they're up over there. Now, this particular individual happens to be carrying a long spear. He looks vaguely Azinthian,
Huh.
and he just sort of strolls off. If you follow, you follow. If you don't, you don't.
I'm gonna try around for anyone else.
Okay. Give me another roll.
17.
Oh, can Thea help? Can Thea help? Because I got a natural 20.
Well,
I got a 17.
Thea, you
Yeah.
you found somebody
Oh,
with the shinies.
of course you did.
There's a small group, and they're looking for folks to go with them. They're willing to split all the costs and potentially pay if there is some ability to become the caravan guard.
They're looking for escorts.
But they are going north, and it is a small caravan that should move faster.
fast protection.
Either we
That's why we have your 2 axes, right? We can rely on them for more than an hour.
The goal is to get there without expending resources. If our options are go with a caravan that has protection, or go with a caravan as the protection, I'd rather go for the one with protection already.
As of then, we're not going to have a choice. We're going to have to be involved in some way or another.
Of course. But there's a difference between us picking all of the fights and somebody else handling all of the fights when I remind you, we don't have someone to heal us, and I have very limited supplies. I can't even make most of these potions yet. It will take time and allowing me to focus on actually making them, which means I can't be out going and picking fights if I want to make things to keep us alive. Let me say that
No
slower.
one's
Keep us
fights.
alive.
We're just reacting.
I mean, we already decided he needs to practice more. So
Exactly. Besides, we don't want Elsbeth to get noticed. Remember?
That's why Elsbeth stays in the carts. I stay in the cart to make things to keep us alive. If you two would like to go out, then by all means.
I work best at range anyway, so
I mean, I'd rather be a drinker than a fighter.
Then
Yeah.
we go with someone else who fuck. Then we go with someone else who can take these fights.
He's tongue.
I'm fairly certain we're going to, if we're getting caught, if there's fights attacking these caravans, we're going to get caught up in them anyway. It's not like they're going to be attacked every day.
Yes.
Or they may be, but
In which
you
case,
know,
we're hosed anyway.
Imagine the goodies we can get.
I'd rather we didn't, if I'm honest. I just want to get to this damn tower and go north. I don't care about anything else aside from that and not dying.
so picky.
Someone needs some of that dwarven wine.
No, I'm
yeah, would you
fine
like
right
some
now.
fire wine?
I'm fine right now.
Okay.
Look, I don't
Not
care
an opinion.
what decision we make. I just have a preference to not be the first and last resort for some people who are, well, too wealthy for their own good.
I'll
So we
check
can help them
one
with
more
the too
time.
wealthy part.
Yes, and then we become too wealthy for our
Got
own
another
good.
17 here.
Killing me, Smalls.
I'm sorry.
You ask around, and you actually hear the name Altus. Find Altus. He's taking the North Road.
What the fuck is Altus?
Altus. Can I get descriptions of Altus?
Essentially, they point, and there's a little caravan, 5 wagons, Um, there are four uh, individuals that you would consider guard-like in their appearance that are already there. Altus seems to be arranging things to get moving right now.
That's our ticket.
That
I'm
sounds
gonna
good to
go
me.
wander over to Altus and inquire about joining their caravan.
Altus is older for a human, but not really old, and looks like he has lived on the road. He just the particular feel you get is there's some experience here. He gets it.
Well, that's our ticket.
North Road. Are you sure?
That is the path we would like to take.
Have you gone across the Boschondo area before? And Dundon, you would basically be the only one who even has an idea of what he's talking about. Boschondo is essentially the northern tree line.
Yeah.
You go north of that, and you're starting to get into the frozen lands, which is even further north than your clan goes. Your clan's like, no.
I am from the north, but not quite that far north. Though it wouldn't prevent me from traveling.
Okay. Well, then. We'll split costs, and you can cover your part if we get in trouble. We'll balance that out at the end. I have my guards with me, usually enough. And as he points, you notice that they are all also very Azinthian in their look.
Long spears.
Long spears, hide armor, and high boots. High, hard boots that go like to the knee.
Cavalry.
Infantry.
Screams that or cavalry.
Cavalry?
No. You clearly don't recognize the problem. None of you are Azinthian, are you?
No, unfortunately.
Nope.
We never really figured out where I was from, just from a grove, so...
Well, I'll tell you, the combi are out there, along with
Combi.
a bunch of other little critters that like to nip at your ankles and lower legs. Hard boots is the good thing to have. I'll give you an hour to find some. Let's go.
All right. We shall return momentarily.
Yes.
Shopping.
Yeah, I'd like to quickly.
It's actually a really quick process. There are a bunch of them. Azinthian high boots are a common thing.
Okay.
It basically costs you a couple of gold pieces total.
Alright.
That's for everyone or just each?
Yeah,
Okay.
for everyone. They're like I said, they're very common
Okay.
Yeah.
as far as
Easy
shoes go.
Azinthian high boots.
Yep. And they're very sturdy. Like snake strikes from the tall grass won't go through them.
Ooh. These might actually be useful for me.
I mean,
Stuff like that.
snake strikes from the tall grass are basically going to land on my waist. So, you know.
Do you have any?
other issues?
Do you happen to have any taller boots for the dwarf?
He needs pants, not
That's
boots.
They're up here. They're like, hey.
Actually, the boots that you have, you're not going to trade your boots out, Dundon.
Yeah.
Your boots actually are far better than any of the stuff you're going to be able to find in the yard.
Yeah.
The dwarf needs the equivalent of waders.
And above and beyond that, for this terrain, you're not going to have a problem moving through this terrain.
Well, that's right, because you have the really good boots.
I'm the boot guy.
Oh, let's get back to the caravan quick.
Yep. So we've acquired the boots.
Altus. to
All
Altus
right.
and away.
So Altus, you find out, is a known merchant. He's actually a pretty nice guy once you're on the road. Once he's moving, he did not the chaos that was going on back there, and he'll spend some time chatting with you about all the various things and the reason that they headed out quite as quickly as they did. They're basically trying to get a jump on everyone else. Everyone else is still kind of disorganized and trying to get out of there. And he's going to get across the northern road first, doing all the trading and making all the sales that he needs ahead of the wave of other people that are going to be going that way.
I respect the expediency of this.
His
very clever.
caravan is the sort of stuff that you're like, you know, I wouldn't have thought it, but he's going to make some bucks going this way. Cloth, exotic clothing, cotton, silks, stuff like that.
Oh, he's gonna make a fortune.
Embroidery, needles, threads, parts for weaving machines.
Critical textiles.
Right. There is one trinkets wagon, basically, but that's like the buy sell kind of, oh, you got something to trade, let's trade out of this wagon kind of a thing.
Okay.
But the rest of it for clothing based stuff, yeah, this guy's gonna make
This
bank.
guy's got it made.
Wow.
And the four guys that are the ride along guys on the outside, they do have horses, and they are Azinthian. You will note as you're traveling with them that they don't actually use reins for the horses.
That is some very confident riders right there.
Yeah, they are natural born riders, these guys, and they have those long spears. What they describe to you, the reason they have those long spears, and actually the reason why all of their oxen have turned out to have low sweeping horns, are the combi. Think armored tiger.
Have I seen a combi before?
No.
Oh, good. This is going to be a fun time.
But they are known dangerous plains hunters. So the different plains animals have developed and evolved ways to defend against them, because essentially they have these natural hardened plates across their back and their shoulders. So they're heavy, but they're still fast enough to bring down a herd animal.
Good
They
to
will
know.
switch me like a bug.
They will regale you with other tales of snakes and all of the crazy wild things that live out here along the edge of the woods.
Mm-hmm.
And you will spend a number of days traveling with them.
Does this? I was actually going to ask. Have we taken a long rest at this point?
Yes.
Several.
Yes.
Cool.
Several long rests as you're traveling along. I'm not going to make you do the day by day on this one.
Thank you. Just also
and
want
so you get to know, the guy that's running the one of the wagons has foodstuffs in it. There's a cooking thing, everyone kind of gets in a rotation. You're doing trail food, but it's not like it's bad.
I'm swapping recipes.
DM, quick question. Since
Yes.
since this is just travel time and not us actively doing things, would I be able to spend at least some of that time focusing on making a few of the potions from the ingredients I've acquired?
Sure.
Fantastic.
And you do actually get to know there is one other person along that it takes a while, because she isn't particularly interested in hanging out, talking, being friendly, etc., etc. And her name is actually Storm, which she just kind of like waits for you to say something.
Okay.
Pleasure to meet you.
What was her
Can
name?
I do a
Storm.
perception roll to see if I can pick up anything
Storm.
from just looking at
Storm.
Storm. Okay.
Sure, you can do a perception roll on that.
it? Oh, ho, ho. 21.
Ooh, that's uncanny.
She kind of reminds you. She's sort of a weird cross between Elsbeth and Belgar. Yeah, like you're just like, that's just weird. And she does have a heavy necklace, but it's under her. You can't quite make out what it is because it's under her shirt. You can see it. You see it. You notice it. It's there. Like there's something there, but you can't tell what it is.
Can I see the clasp on the back?
No, no clasp.
Hands to yourself.
Mind your kleptomania. These are our friends until we get there.
I didn't say anything. All I said was if I could see something. I was admiring.
Yes, I admire the clasp that keeps your precious objects secured to your body. That is a wonderful detail to denote.
But as you ride along and as you get to know Storm, you do realize that she has a lot of knowledge that goes along with healing potions, mystical stuff. Just it's very easy to have a conversation about those things with her.
Oh, I imagine I'm talking a lot.
And I've posted an owlbear.
Okay.
I have a question. The collection of spells in the notes.
Yes.
What level is Fire Stride? That appears to be a homebrew.
Hang on.
Because I'm trying to see which ones I might be able to get into my spellbook.
There. Where did it go? You can transfer that to your. You can transfer it to your books. It is actually a out of game. It's a 4th level spell.
Oh, so I wouldn't be able to cast it.
Correct.
Okay, so there's only one spell on that list I could actually learn next level.
Right now, yeah.
The lowest spell there, I think, is 3rd, and I can't cast 3rds yet.
All right.
Working on it.
Yep.
All right. Give me just a moment while I rearrange some things to make sure we're still on the screen. This is a little bit more difficult. Sorry, Eric. I am going to have to cut off your visual feed for at least part of it, so we can actually see the map.
Okay.
And how much?
I'm good with that.
I just
Feel free to hide me if you like. I
there's-
can be the disembodied voice.
Well, you are certainly succeeding in that right now. Elsbeth, I don't want to cut off too much of Thea, sorry.
You're good.
Thea herself, you might want to cut stuff off of.
No, as an out-of-game note, as much as Azathan grumbles about Thea, he does in fact appreciate some of her shenanigans. That, and she's also the only other elf in the group, so, you know.
So, just an observation. There are 6 wagons, 4 horses.
Yeah, so about that.
Some of
I
them are
didn't-
the double wides.
There are actually more people and more horses, and they are currently off screen
Okay.
because I didn't people the whole thing.
I got you.
Perfectly fair, reasonable. DM, Because I'm not too terribly familiar with your. Ooh, why? Why did that change? Sorry, one moment. While I am fixing the thing, I have to correct again. How many of the potions was I able to get completed while we traveled? Because I'm not sure what your ruling is for how long it takes.
Well, generally speaking, you need a day uninterrupted,
Okay.
and you don't get an entire day uninterrupted at any given point.
Okay.
And rattle clanking along the trail does not make for easy measurements.
No, not at all.
I'll give you 3.
Perfectly good with 3.
Generous.
Generosity abounds.
Yeah, but again, we don't have a means of healing aside from what I'm able to whip up. So, you know,
Keep on whipping.
that takes us to 6 health potions.
And I think we messaged about what it would take in terms of ingredients and things like that previously.
Correct.
Okay.
So, yeah.
With those 3, you're actually like a week to 10 days out from the gate, and you've bumped into like some smaller villages, and Altus is actually aware that within a couple of days you'll be arriving at a larger town.
Okay.
But he says there's a decent camp over here. The fire pit's already set up. We're gonna just kind of put it in there, call it a day.
Sure.
It's a short day, so it should make it a little easier on everyone. And it's essentially like, yeah, we've been pushing. Let's take a break. And they circle up around a series of what you believe he was referring to as the previous fire pit or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And as you're setting up, everyone, as I said, everyone sort of wanders off doing their own thing. Do any of you have a specific thing that you want to start to do during a rest point?
The only things I can think of, since I'm pretty much focused on trying to compensate for our current situation, is either working with and talking with Storm and working on potions and just trying to keep things at least prepared. Gathering local ingredients would be a good use of my time. And I would appreciate help with that, if at all possible.
Okay. Excellent. So you're just having general chat, hanging out, whatever.
Talking trade, yeah.
And you hear / feel a rumble.
Is this a familiar rumble?
At first thought, you kind of have that moment where you're like, oh no, is this one of those things again? And it's totally not. It becomes something different very quickly. Everybody roll initiative.
Yeah.
Stampede!
Oh, I don't like this. I got a 16.
Oh no.
18.
17.
10.
Did you say 10?
Mm-hmm. I am probably face down in a bush somewhere when all this happens, so...
Oh god. That's
up.
I am very interested in finding the good ingredients, and the best ingredients are usually the ones closest to the ground.
So, as you have the sudden realization that this rumble is not like the previous little quakes you've had before,
Mm-hmm.
outside of the circle of wagons, suddenly the ground, the grass, just erupts. Dirt bursts forth, and this
Shit.
head of this creature with this bone carapace
Oh
pushes
God!
its way up out of the ground. Giant claws drags itself out.
This is the plated
Oh no.
like thing.
No, 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 no.
That's not a combi.
Uh-uh.
Uh,
And the other 4 guards panic and start screaming.
where's Altus?
Altus is this guy right here.
Ah.
Yes. Is he reacting at all?
He has not seemed to react yet.
Uh-oh.
Is the creature making any movement other than just the initial popping up?
It is decidedly headed for you.
Me as in me, or us as in you?
You all have the look of lunch about you.
I got you.
Oh, good.
It is headed your way, and Dundon, you are first up on ye old list. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna sidestep a little bit closer to Altus to see if, maybe drawing its attention towards him causes him any sort of reaction. But I'm also going to, brandish my axes. Axes? X? X? XI? X?
Axes.
Axes.
So wait, did he move at all?
He's not.
Like when
He's
he
not within
appeared?
range.
He's headed your way. He is very slowly.
Gotcha.
Well,
Did Altus even move at like any bit? Like once he
he
saw
hasn't. He hasn't reacted yet.
I'm gonna call the.
Basically, all of you have a way better, more honed, and faster reaction time than everybody here.
Makes sense.
I'm going to call attention to the creature, to Altus, and ask if he's dealt with these before.
His eyes get really big, and he dives off the cart next to you and tries to hide under it. Land shark, land shark, land shark.
Land shark.
Okay.
I voted for the boat ride.
Then it would just have been a shark, and that's okay.
They're not unrelated. Trying to decide if I have a better option. Well, he just dove off the cart. I'm going to try to keep the cart between me and the creature and prepare to repel it, I guess would be the term.
Okay,
if it gets close enough.
Drawing your weapons and readying, and you're going to hold your action until it moves.
Yes, yes.
Elsbeth, what do you got? You're up next.
Okay. It's moving. I don't like this. It's big. It's scary. Distances. Any distances real quick?
I'm going to give you its ballpark 60 feet right now.
Ballpark 60? Okay, so I can't use the ruler on here. Good to know.
Yeah, that's what
I will have called out Land Shark to the party in the event that Altus was not that loud.
Alright. Casting ranges. What do I need to worry about? 60. Oh, good. I could do that. I am going to cast a spell.
Okay.
I need to remember what to look up here. Okay, cool. I would like for the land shark to make a Constitution saving throw as Elspeth aims her rod at it and can't bounce of the earth, strengthen, magnify gravity.
Ooh, squishy shark.
What's your DC on that?
14.
Okay. It picks up speed.
Oh dear.
So it made it safe.
Constitution might be a thing for this. Okay. Thea, what do you got?
Well, hang on. I need to see if it still takes damage from that.
Okay.
Crap, it's been a while. Crap.
We're good with the damage as you figure it out. Go ahead, Thea.
I'm going to try to do Eldritch Blast.
Yes, they'll still take half damage, so.
Okay.
Eldritch Blast.
Yes.
Is that a ranged touch?
So it's going to take
120 feet.
5.
5 damage?
What's the damage type? I think it's 4. Yeah, 5 force damage.
Okay.
Yeah. Eldritch Blast is
And
120
he
feet.
dived under the. Yeah, I'm just gonna move then to
5 foot step to hide
have
under
some
a
cover.
cart.
And that's my turn.
Okay. Thea, 120 foot range. Is it a ranged touch attack?
It just says 120 feet.
It's just
No,
an attack
it's a
roll.
beam of crackling energy.
Just a regular attack roll.
Yeah. And I got a 19.
You hit?
Did you hear anything I was saying?
What, that you moved near the cart?
Oh, okay, yeah, because things cut out for a second, so I didn't realize you said heard me saying it took damage.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it took it.
Okay.
5, correct?
7.
Yes, 5 force.
7 force damage.
Okay. Azathan, what do you got?
Just a... Before I make any attack, since I can at least see this thing, can I... Is it reasonable to take a look at this thing and assume that it's pretty strong as well as it is pretty hardy?
Yeah,
Shit.
easily.
Strength and constitution. Shit. Things that I happen to most of my spells build around. Alright. This is going to be a bad time for me again.
Can you turn into something that finds attractive?
I don't think I want to. So
Sounds
what...
like it'd be hard.
Hold
And
on.
more ways than one.
Oh.
Cool. So what you see, let me double check something real quick. It's a quick snap of the fingers and a beam of twisted black energy that's shaped like vines just lashes out of Azathan's fingertips as I cast Ray of Enfeeblement on the creature. And
Cool.
let me... it needs to make me... Actually, it is an attack roll, so one moment. Do-do-do-do-do.
How many eyes does this land shark have? Just 2?
As far as you can tell.
Okay.
That is a 19 to hit.
You hit.
Alright, so with Ray of Enfeeblement, any of its attacks that use strength only do half damage. Lasts for a minute.
Okay.
Concentration?
No, not concentration. And at the end of each of its turns, it can make a con save against the spell. So we might have a round
Oh,
at
okay.
best. So
Hit it hard.
yeah, hit it if we have the opportunity. Unfortunately, all of my stuff is strength and con, so we'll see how it works. And with that, I am going to move towards the back wagon, just to keep enough distance between it and myself.
Okay. It then does something.
Tell me
That-
it, Burrows.
I'm afraid.
It does something that you find mildly horrifying. It speeds up and it jumps with its claws
so
out
much,
and
honey.
its
I'm
mouth
sorry.
extended.
Appreciate it.
Okay.
Sorry, it goes straight ahead to its initial target. And it lands basically here with that leap. Dundon, make me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Well, I guess it seems it seems like we found something it likes.
Natural 20.
You dive roll out of the way.
Uh-oh.
Whee!
Um,
Oh,
Altus,
not so much.
not so much.
I thought he got onto the cart.
That cart, the
Business
entire side of that cart caves in. This thing crushes it. And it destroys the back wheel completely. And it lashes out at Dundon. What was your armor class, sir?
My thing here says 16.
Ooh, it just barely got you.
I meant 32. No, yeah, 16.
And
You
just-
can't
and
have an armor class of 32. It's impossible.
for the record, you didn't want it to hit you.
I'm sure I didn't. Have you seen the size of its claws?
It's the size of you.
Oh no,
Yes.
it's much bigger.
Yes. And because it was slightly enfeebled, you only take 14.
Oh. Is that all?
That.
Yeah, that's halved.
Yeah, that decreased thing killed me.
Oh, that's right. Sorry, 7. Half of its damage. 7.
Oh, thank God. Here I was thinking you were actually going to kill us.
Oh no, he absolutely will.
He's not done yet. Okay, so... Oh.
The guards, with their spears, charge in.
This ought to be funny. Oh, shit.
Woo! Wow, you got 3 hits out of that. I just don't remember.
Huzzah!
I just don't remember off the top of my head.
Let's see. XI plus 1. Plus 1 damage. Plus 1 damage.
Is it? Ooh, D6. Boo, I thought it was more than that.
For spears, yeah, not much.
You guys see one of the spears dig in deep, and the other 2 catch on plates. They do damage, but not nearly the damage that you think they could have.
Mm-hmm.
That is round 1. Top of round 2. And Constitution save, you say?
Correct. And it's on each of its turns, just as a...
Okay.
Constitution seems to be its thing.
Constitution
Dundon.
and strength, yes.
Back to you.
I'm going to attempt to slice both of my axes into one of its appendages, like its front right leg, the one that's closest to me,
All right.
by the yeah,
Trying to hit that joint.
yeah.
All right. Roll them up.
All right, I have a 19 plus, so 20.
Hit.
I don't recall what my axes do.
One axe. Is it one axe or two? Are you doing a
It's
second
two.
attack?
Yeah, I'm doing 2 axes.
Okay. So a second attack would be another roll without the first roll bonuses, unless you have two weapon fighting, right? Is that how
Correct.
that works?
Yes. He would have his proficiency, but not his stat.
Yeah.
Right.
And your axes should be their battle axes or or hand axes.
They're the silver axes that are master crafted and super wonderful.
D6 plus 1.
Yeah, I believe they were hand
strength.
axes.
D6 plus 1 plus your strength bonus for damage.
Okay. So that's 12, 15. But not the strength bonus on the second one, correct?
Yeah.
If you hit with the second one, you would still get your strength bonus, yes.
You just don't add that to your attack roll.
You just don't add it to the attack roll. So do a second attack roll for your second axe.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
I
adjust your
understand
proficiency.
now.
Which should be +2.
That is a 12.
Okay, 12 doesn't do it, but the one axe does hit.
Okay.
And it bites deep.
Okay, so that's 12 damage.
Woo! You have its attention. Elsbeth, what do you got?
Oh, well.
Okay, well, it's fairly resistant to what I was trying before. So, I am thinking... This thing is fairly big, right?
Yes.
It's
Okay,
just
so I
jumped.
can...
Sorry. Trying to move, and I moved it. There we go.
And
Okay,
we also just all saw it crush Altus. Theoretically.
I'm sure it's just a flesh wound.
For us.
Attack.
Okay, I would like it to... Oh, man, there's gonna be layers to this spell. I remember this spell. Alright, Winter's Breath, bury your fangs. I'm Ice Knife.
Okay.
Please be careful
Attack
with that.
roll of a 25 to hit.
Hits.
Oh.
And I'm aiming more toward the back of it for a very specific reason. D10. That is 9 piercing damage.
Woo!
The knife then explodes, and it needs to make me a dex save. DC 14.
It fails to save.
Oh, goody. That means it's going to take, in addition to that, 7 cold damage.
Woo!
About how far away is it from me?
It have the distance. It's ballpark 30-ish feet right now. 30, 40. You can't tell.
Okay, it's pretty big. Okay, I don't know where to move, if it can move like that.
Yeah, moving isn't going to help you here.
Yeah.
You'll just die
Okay.
tired.
Thea, what do you got?
That's my turn.
I am going to hold because I'm hoping he hits my character in some fashion and I can react.
Okay.
Oh, I get what you're doing.
As
Okay.
a fan.
I just saw that thing nearly... Well, can I see Altus?
No. Not at this time.
Fuck.
Could I ask a question quick?
Sure.
Thea, are you holding a specific action, or are you just going to wait to see if it hits you?
Well, I have a specific action I want to take if it hits me,
Yeah.
but I need it to hit me first.
Yeah. What you might want to do is take the dodge action, which means it will have disadvantage to hit you. If it hits you, you can then use your reaction to cast the spell you want.
Sure. That works.
What else that
You
said?
don't want it to hit you, but if it hits you, you have payback.
But I kind of want it to hit me so I can do what
You
I
don't
want to
want
do.
this to hit you.
What
Don't
part
want it
of
to hit you.
I can't bring you back from the dead do we keep missing?
I just need to be
Save
one
that-
piece.
I cannot bring you back from the dead.
Try
You're
harder.
not dead yet.
Thank you. Try harder.
There's only so much I can do. Be glad I can bring you back from almost dead.
We've
Alright.
got the title for the episode.
There's only so much I can do.
Try harder.
Try harder.
Yeah, alright. I can't see Altus. Alright. That's a problem, because that's our caravan lead.
Yes.
I'm going
We
to...
know how horses work, though.
Not the problem. I'm going to close the distance, and... theoretically, I'm going to try and move... So it's only the one side of that wagon that got crushed, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to see about... Well, Dundon is a fantastic distraction. Hopefully. I'm going to try and move around to the other side of this front wagon and see if I can see Altus, at least.
Okay.
No one's going to make any sort of attack.
Full action move because you're going to have to get out around.
Yep. So...
Essentially, you're going to have to go...
Because that's...
From where you were, you're going to have to go like this.
out and around.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
a dash.
Yeah, easy. So it's I'll dash to get over there, and I guess take that dive under the wagon.
Okay.
Can I see Altus?
Yes.
Is
He is
he
mashed.
he is
It's not good.
like mashed as in pulped or mashed as in one piece?
He's still in one piece. It's a very narrow piece,
Okay.
but it's one piece.
Is he dead?
Yeah.
Hard to tell.
Great.
Let's see.
He's still warm, so,
Random. Ooh.
Well,
You may have a reprieve as this thing hunches its legs and it tries to leap again, but it comes off awkwardly and it doesn't really work real well. Squash.
who is that?
that was
Storm.
Storm.
Oh.
And you hear, ah! Mumble, mumble, mumble.
She just teleported.
But that wagon is toast.
God.
It just tears those wheels apart on that side.
It hates wheels. It hates wheels!
It is anti-wheel.
Yes. Visions of the jerk.
See, that's the sort of thing that could happen in Monster Care Squad, which makes this really funny.
Oh god.
Ooh.
All right. So what's next?
The guards spin. One of them is out of position. The one between you and Dundon is completely out of position.
Good job.
So he spins and tries to get there, but it doesn't really work. He's kind of penned in.
He's like, oh, excuse me, pardon me, excuse me.
These guys, however, take full advantage of this thing turning around.
Do they get the flanking bonus? Please give them the flanking bonus.
They are all trying to stab it in the ass. Let's see how that goes.
With advantage, preferably.
Oh, God. This guy falls. This guy, solid hit. This guy ricochets off.
Oh, Jesus. Get me to pay for.
That is them. And here we go, round 3. Dundon, back to you.
How
You
far
can
away
ch-
is it from me again?
You could pretty easily charge between Thea and dude that fell down, and hit it with both axes again.
That is exactly what I had wanted to do.
Okay.
Because,
You leap over prone dude, and you can axe this thing square in the ass.
yeah.
With advantage, because you got flanking buddies.
Ooh, I do.
Thea, you have that same advantage.
What is flanking advantage?
You roll with advantage to hit.
Roll 2 d20s for your first roll.
Okay, take the higher.
Take the higher one.
Okay, that's a 17.
You hit.
And same for the second.
Same for the second. Roll 2. Take the higher one.
That is a 16.
That one misses you. Basically, your axe just kind of goes cling and rebounds off one of the shell pieces.
All right, and then it was D6 plus strength.
Yeah, so your first attack, it would be D6 plus 1 plus strength.
Yeah, if you can get advantage, take advantage.
That's 11. Jesus, my brain.
Very nice.
Is it dead yet?
I'd imagine not.
What'd you get?
11 damage, he said.
11.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that part. I was kind of waiting.
I'm sorry. And then I said, is it dead yet?
It is not dead yet.
Dead yet, Moses? No.
Elsbeth,
Okay, quick question. Did the cold from my last spell seem to affect it more or less, or not really any different from normal?
oh, it affected it. It affected the leap. You could see it. Its back leg is hurt.
Oh!
It's now arthritic.
Look at you. In trying to kill it, you just gave it arthritis.
Joints are swollen. It's angry.
Looking
Okay.
for its Advil.
I've got a potion for that.
Don't give it to him.
No, of course not. It's trying to kill us.
Oh.
That said, ooh, there are some ingredients in that thing once we kill it.
Mm-hmm.
Can make some mean potions with that.
Okay. How far away is it from me?
Fucking
Still
close.
ballpark 30-ish feet.
Okay. Damn it, I can't do the spell I want to do. There's too many people in the way.
Can you freeze its face?
Wait. Hang on a second. Double checking.
When all-
Where's that? There is that. Okay, how many, if I moved forward a bit and cast a 30-foot cone, how many allies would I hit?
Basically, just the guards, as far as you can tell.
So that would be 2 of them?
As far as you could tell.
That's
Oh.
Dundon and me too.
Oh yeah, no, that's everybody.
No, Mayday, Mayday. You do not want my reaction spell to go towards your ass.
You can choose not
You could do basically that. Did that show up?
Yes.
Yeah, that showed up. That'll just.
That'll hit the 2 guards, and I think Dundee, I think you're just out of it.
Yes, I am.
You
Please,
can angle it.
please don't
Yes.
ice our guards.
I'm not going to. Okay. If anyone's looking at Elspeth, they'll remember the gesture from when we were dealing with the weird floaty things in the
Oh dear.
The bath as she brings her hand up and then seems to blow, and just absolutely frigid cold air
Nice.
comes out of it and bends around the guards, creating a cone of ice, but not touching them. I
Cool.
would like this thing to. Unfortunately, it's a con save.
Fair enough. And when it makes that con save, what happens?
Okay.
You all scatter to the wind.
Um, it's going to take half as much damage on this attack, and it will not be pinned by the ice.
Okay.
Oh, very nice. 18 cold halved to 9.
Woo.
Big
Okay.
snow whammies.
This ice just, you see it form over the side of this thing, touching the ice, the portions that it had frozen before. You could see little icicles jarring into it and tearing away at little pieces. And
I'm then going to move, sort of like this way.
I
don't know.
Not seeing you move. There you go. Delay.
Leaps
Lag.
I hadn't dropped my position. I was trying to figure
Lag.
out what would be like about this.
Okay. Thea,
don't
what do
wanna-
you got?
So when Dundon hit him, did his tail flail around anything?
Well, yeah, but not in a way that was
Not
gonna
an
hit you.
attack.
Not an attack.
Please
I
try.
don't really need it to hit me. I just need it to touch me so I
No,
can
it
react.
needs to deal you damage for that spell to go off.
Please go and stab
yeah.
the damn thing.
Yeah.
You can still stab it and do your actions and have a reaction ready.
All right, I'm gonna do that. I really
Okay.
feel like stupid me doing it with my daggers, but I have nothing else out.
Yeah, but they're the cutty, slicey ones.
Yeah, the rip and tear.
They're rip and
magic.
tear, and you have advantage. Please stab the damn thing.
A lot.
Yeah. Hey, give me a second.
Right
I mean,
now,
you could
aside
probably
from the
sever
wizard,
its
you
tail.
you can do the most damage. Because wait a minute, you're behind it. You also get the advantage of backstab.
Yeah, you get sneak attack because you have advantage from the attack.
You
Yes,
advantage.
guys. I know. Oh, you just messed me up. Hold on. Now you just messed up all my math. 24.
24 to hit.
Yeah.
You hit quite nicely indeed.
And then I need. Hold on. I need to find my other dice. 4,
Okay.
6 plus. $19.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Wow.
Sneak attack.
Yeah, it was the sneak attack.
You have done some sincerely large damage to this thing. It rears and starts to spin. Azathan, what are you doing?
I'm going to be. I haven't really. In this, I guess haven't really had the time to get an idea on whether or not Altus is alive or dead. So I'm going to cast Spare the Dying on him.
Okay.
Does it have an effect?
I don't know that spell off the top of my head.
Is it basically it will stabilize a creature that is dying at 0 health. If they're already dead, it has no effect. Or if they're
Stable
undead.
it is.
Okay, cool. So he's stabilized at 0. Sweet. He's not making death saves or anything else.
Correct.
Cool. I'm gonna try and see if I can pull him out from immediately under where he is. Is he
That's
all
going to take sincerely more effort. There are big pieces of wagon stuck through him.
stuck through him? Okay.
Yeah, don't move him right now.
Good to know. That's better off. Alright, so that was my action. I can see out from under the pieces of the wagon that are not, completely fucked. There's everything going on there, and no one else is really hurt yet. At least that I can see.
If you can bonus action hurt that thing, that'd be lovely.
Unfortunately, I can't. The only bonus action I can do is try to heal people. But that is not necessary right now. So I'm going to stay in cover and try to make better decisions when I can. That's it for my turn, then.
Give me a round. I have a feeling I will not be as in good a shape.
I believe it.
Same.
That's fine. That's what y'all are there for.
Keep drawing the aggro, because I don't want this thing pointing at me.
Then,
Oh!
Let's see
Shame
who
it
we're
made
gonna
it
get.
save. It wouldn't have
I
been able to
have
move.
Tic Tacs in my pocket.
Actually, DM,
Oh.
would I be able to hold my bonus action? Just as a question? For whenever one of them inevitably gets hurt?
I think that'll be a next round thing at this point.
Sounds good to me.
In the fabulosity of its spin, it roars and just absolutely destroys dude.
Did dudes get a chance to poke at it?
Nope, they go after.
Okay. Oh, okay.
That dude is not savable.
He's squishable.
Those claws just. He is essentially a splotch.
Bits and
And-
pieces.
Dundon, he really likes you.
I bet he does.
He decided to bite you.
Yay!
Oh wait, Dundon had
Pardon
already
me,
taken
also
damage.
trying not to throw up.
Hmm?
We've got spore mush, and now I have been bitten. There's no save.
17.
There's no save on that, huh?
No. Just an attack. 17.
That's a-
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm still here. I'm a little.
The one guard gets up, so he is
Oh,
not
that's
prone anymore.
Welcome to the party, pal.
And this guy panics and runs away screaming.
Dumbass. What about the one that's kind of like by the wagon back by Azathan and Thea? Or is he just useless?
Oh, you noticed him. He's hiding out.
Okay.
Him and his spear are staying right there.
Now, what about the one next to me?
He just got up.
He just got up.
Oh, that
Yeah.
was his
He was
whole
knocked
thing. He
flat.
got up. Okay. What about this guy who looks like he's drinking on the cart over here? Is he
Yeah.
just doing
One by
nothing?
me.
Dude, he's the cook, and he's
Okay.
hammered.
All right, we need to keep him alive. Where did I get bit?
Where did you not get bit?
Oh, goody.
This thing's huge. It just
As-
like
You
crossing
happen-
chunk.
You happen to be bite-sized, so,
Two bite-sized.
Dundon, round 4. What are you doing?
It's 2 by brownie.
I'm going to slam my axes down into his eyes. First one is a 17.
Hits.
Hell yeah.
Second one is a 16. God damn. Well, actually,
You get a +2 of your proficiency on that. If that was your straight roll,
that was my straight roll. So 16 plus 2 is 18.
that'll hit.
Plus your strength on the first swing, yeah.
Yay!
And advantage. Plus, still
You
with
hit
advantage
both.
and everything else.
Yeah, and advantage.
2d6 +2 plus your strength plus your strength one time.
Okay. I'm dropping. All right.
Oh, gods.
Where did it go? Where did it go? Forget it. 6, 7, 8, 9. 2d6 plus strength, which is 17.
Apparently, biting Dundon angers him.
It does, actually.
And you all see Dundon with either hand roar and slam his axes into this thing's eyes, and they meet in the middle. And this thing shudders and collapses to the ground in a giant heap. And its tail twitches a little.
Huzzah!
But it's basically dead.
Basically dead? Is that like mostly dead?
Yes, he's mostly dead.
Oh, Dundon.
No, he's
I want a
dead.
talon.
He's dead.
To
Dead,
blade.
dead. You, as a party, you did more than 114 points of damage in 4 rounds.
Ooh, we kick ass.
We did well this time.
Well,
I'm all for the confidence, but we still need to be careful.
lectures after healing.
Lectures during healing, as the one
And
giving.
then
Con save to
can
see
you
if
take
Elspeth
your
vomits.
axes
Is that
and get
okay?
me 2 of its talons?
I mean, sure, I can slice off a couple talons for you.
Before
but
we start worrying about that, can
once-
someone help me
once
get
I get
Altus?
healed,
I will heal you. Help me get Altus out from being impaled under this wagon.
well, is he impaled as in he's got wagon through him?
Yeah, there's a couple of pieces that go through him.
He's stabilized. I can keep
He's
him
not
alive.
You
He's
can
got
keep
wagon in him.
alive. Okay, I'm going to slice the wagon bits so that they can be easily removed. Dead.
Thankfully.
Almighty DM.
Yes.
I'm going to roll a con save to see if Elspeth is going to throw up from that squish.
Oh, yeah.
Goodness. Oh,
Dude's
goodness.
squished. There ain't nothing good about what happened to
No,
him.
I throw up.
Was there anything in this guy's pockets?
Thea,
Wow.
Jesus.
What pockets? He's not even a pancake. He's a tomato paste.
There's
He's
still things in there.
literally
Yes,
he is
bits and
store
pieces.
food.
He's not going anywhere. Other priorities prior to looting.
Well, what else am I supposed to do? I'm sorry. Would you like me to start inspecting the wagons that are damaged to see what is worth continuing to take?
Or going to get our buddies back, or helping Dundon get Altus free.
First off, the guy who ran is not even welcome.
Agreed, but
What point? We don't even need to feed this like the fool like that.
Well, we actually should have him just so that we have, cannon fodder.
Why? He wasn't even cannon fodder. He ran the opposite way.
bodies are still useful. But,
He could sporify him.
Ooh.
as I said,
I vote Brett that one.
Says the guy looking for mushroom food.
Altus,
Anyway,
Thea,
All right.
Thea, do me a favor. Do an intelligence roll.
oh dear.
because I don't imagine his buddies are going to appreciate you rifling through a corpse right next to him.
Wait, I'm sorry. Which kind of roll was I doing?
20-sider
Intelligence.
intelligence. And I think that's indicative of where we're going.
Oh dear.
I have a 17.
Oh, dear.
It occurs to
no.
you
I have an 18. Math is hard.
it occurs to you that this thing probably lives somewhere and potentially nearby.
As in, there could be more of them.
Can I go see?
Sure. It dug its way up out of a hole in the ground.
Before you.
I can use that whistle. You guys don't even remember the whistle.
Oh, I remember the
Go
whistle.
The
ahead.
flying lizard.
No whistles right now. Please. I just want to get healed and drink a little bit of stone whiskey. That's so much to ask.
I mean, it's not like you're doing anything but sitting on your butt right now.
He's helping me free Altus from being part wagon. What do you mean?
I am currently vomiting, and
Dude, you have to be done vomiting by now.
You have not eaten that
There's-
much.
there's throwing up, and then there's the afterward.
Ugh.
Here, drink this.
All right. So one thing at a time. Once we free Altus from, his transition to being part wagon, so he's still alive and stable, just with bits of, wagon in him right now.
Correct. Okay.
How fucked up does Dundon look?
Dundon's down to 18 hit points from 42.
So after we drag Altus out from under the wagon,
I did get bitten.
Azathan is going to look at you and go, "This might sting a bit," and he is going to cast both Healing Word and Cure Wounds. And you watch as the wounds begin to fester with fungus for a moment, that then seals them closed. And you are going to regenerate.
I take a healthy slug of stone whiskey.
Wise choice.
That ought to kill it.
That'll help you not suffer so much.
That'll be an antiseptic.
Oh, lucky you. That is plus my spellcasting modifier. That is 18 points of health back for you.
Oh, yay. 36. That's nice.
Thea is gonna go over here and see if I can perceive hearing anything, any others.
Oh,
No?
No,
Thankfully.
Cool.
but it's a pretty big hole. You could probably squirm your way in there.
She already left the area.
Oh yeah.
Oh, God damn it.
She's going to get herself into trouble one way or another. There's no point.
Well, so...
Unless we strap her down somewhere.
Oh, don't tempt me. Thea, did you want one of these talents?
Do not tempt me. I can still play jokes tied up.
You can still play what?
Jokes.
Okay. Do you want talents?
Yes. 2, please. Oh,
Come on,
3 if
come
you're...
on. Come on over and give me a hand.
There's a lot we can do with this creature.
Do, 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 do. Keeping her out of trouble. Do, 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 do.
We're gonna need to. This creature can be broken down for some important components for potions.
Oh, without a
Ooh,
doubt.
imagine land shark how it tastes.
That too.
I was wondering if there was anything edible out of this thing. I'd ask Altus, but he's not talking right now.
He's unconscious right now while I'm
Oh,
working
but the
on.
cook is still here. We can ask the cook.
Hey, Storm is back.
Yep.
Indeed.
Hey, Storm.
She is assisting with first aid
Hot diggity.
and
I'm examining the destroyed wheels.
first aid and scornful looks at the one guard that's standing next to her who basically didn't do anything.
Yep.
Okay. It is 9:15.
Yes.
We have raced to the deadline. Are we good for calling it here, and we'll do cleanup and such for the next one?
Absolutely.
Sure.
Recording stopped.
All right.
All right, and